You're definitely happy if you own Nvidia. You know, a question we ask all the time is, okay, you own Nvidia, but would you buy it now, considering the run-up it's had? Well, it just continues to go higher. It is opening at a $5 trillion market cap. The share's trading for $207.88, up another 3.4%. This after President Trump said he'll discuss Blackwell chips, which he called super duper, with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. The CEO Jensen Huang expects sales now to top $500 billion in 2026. And as Ed Ludlow told us, that's without factoring in any Chinese sales at all. A big donut for China. So if those talks go well, you know, the sky's the limit here. Huang also told Bloomberg he doesn't see artificial intelligence in a bubble.
I don't believe we're in an AI bubble. And the reason for that is we're going through a natural transition from an old computing model based on general purpose computing to accelerated computing. We also know that AI has now become good enough because of reasoning capability, research capabilities, its ability to think. It's now generating tokens and now generating intelligence that's worth paying for.
So Bloomberg Tech co-host Caroline Hyde joins us now, and that's really not news. I mean, that's NSS, right? Jensen Huang, obviously.
I have to explain NSS on your LinkedIn or on your X profiles later.
I mean, just check out NINSS on the Bloomberg terminal, users. And you'll understand. It would be news if he said they were in a bubble, yeah. But clearly Jensen Huang isn't going to say that.
And look, others have been saying maybe we're in a bubble. Look, Sam Altman himself has said he thinks we're in some sort of AI bubble. Bill Gates added to that chorus yesterday on other networks saying he thinks we're in an AI bubble. Some will be winners, some will not be paying off for the amount that they're currently spending. But what we're seeing at the moment is that a few key companies are deemed the winners of this entire super cycle. Nvidia, the main one, $5 trillion. It's up 50% year to date. It is therefore, thank you S&P 500 run, because it's making up a fifth of the entire gains of this year. $5 trillion is extraordinary considering it was only 4 months ago. It hit $4 trillion. But now we see the other players coming out, and the CapEx story is going to be so important. After the bell, you're going to hear from Alphabet. We know they raised last quarter to $85 billion per year in terms of capital expenditures. But that's going on things like Nvidia chips. You're going to be hearing from Meta, which in itself is becoming a hyperscaler of choice in many ways. It's about compute, where is their capital expenditure going? And then you've got Microsoft, the juggernaut that Bloomberg Intelligence thinks is going to raise it all the way to $130 billion for their next fiscal year for capital expenditure. That's about the entire value of their OpenAI stake as well. We're seeing just the amount of money flow in because for now, the revenues are also rising. The money is being generated for these particular companies.
I mean, just looking at SPLC on Nvidia, Microsoft
Supply
alone,
chain folks, SPLC,
yes,
for those
you,
not lucky enough to have a terminal.
Okay, if you look at the supply chain for Nvidia, a much better way to say it, Microsoft has 19% of Nvidia's revenue. Wow. I mean, doesn't today also just underscores, yes, Nvidia has all this promise, but it's concentrated. It's a few bets on just the hyperscalers that they'll keep spending.
And I think that is why what Jensen Huang on stage was really trying to show. The point is he's doing deals everywhere. He's going into Europe. They're getting all these other neo clouds. Think of the Nebius deals that are being done. Well, Nebius gets its chips from Nvidia, and they eventually then go to Microsoft because Microsoft's buying extra cloud from other players because it just can't build enough itself. You're seeing that with Nscale in Europe. But think about the deals that have just been done with Nvidia trying to broaden its remit, showing that they're going to be in the world of 5G, 6G. They're going to be doing deals with Nokia. You've been hearing them do it with Deutsche Telekom in Germany for more data centers. He's really trying to show that, like, I am bigger than the sum of just these few hyperscalers. But you're right, at the moment, the revenue is super concentrated. But you can only build cloud with companies of certain scale and size, it feels like.
All right. It's a fascinating story that we'll continue to tell, I'm sure, for years. And we'll watch your program for it as well.